starving, throw them rappers on a grill. George Foreman, bitch, I fit the bill. Raw, roll it up, blow kush is the deal. Speeding through my hole and Fresh Prince like Will. Give applause all around. Talent undeniable, I won't back down. Jacob on my wrist and my diamonds dance round. Giving you life and but shot the all down. These lames, these goofies really can't see me. Flying to the finish line, they really can't speed me. I know it's hard to believe they wanna beat me. UPS sent them back, homie, you couldn't beat me. Get it out your throat. And yo, just to keep it real, I ain't the one to glow. But I'm winning and I'm grinning and my numbers up. I'm the big goat bitch spilling out your cup. I'm just chilling and I'm really on my shit. Protecting all my energy, no time for chat shit. I guess some thirsty losers think that I'm a bitch. They see me winning and it make their ass itch. Sorry, not sorry, I'm the 1, 2, 3. Had to lose you to love me, Selena GT. Losing ass bitches always start out as friends, but the first place bitch get all the dividends. Manifest, now I'm blessed. Life is sour, then it's sweet, like the lemon with the zest.
Calling all of the rebels. Are your magnifying glasses quaking, bitch? Hello, happy Sunday. It is me, CourtneyRevolution, and it looks like you guys have just tapped in. Oh, it's so awful. To another episode, another Kiki with Mimi. Hello, my name is CourtneyRevolution. Welcome to a Kiki with me, CourtneyRevolution, home of the Revolution Redemption, home of the Green Chair Chats, where we get into all of the fun pop culture celebrity mess. It is so fun. Home of speculation, not confirmation. And eventually, I'm sure I will do a Revolution rehabilitation because these celebrities are a mess. Right off of the bat, we've got Sonia. Hi, everyone. Oh my God, Courtney, did you hear the new August Alsina Entanglements? The mess doesn't end. Well, let me tell you right away. Sonia! We are going to be getting into Entanglements with August Alsina. We are going to be talking about Jeffree Star's apology. We are going to be talking about Degrassi a little bit today. We're talking about Clueless today. We're talking about Justin Timberlake having a baby. We're talking about Tamar Braxton today. I have something that I quickly just want to say about Naya Rivera as well. I mean, it really sort of is a full show. Like, of course, we're even going to be talking about Kanye West and his brand new Donda album and whether Miss Nicki, the queen of rap, Onika Tanya Mirage, is going to be present on this album. So I just wanted to quickly say hello to everyone. If you've got your magnifying glasses quaking, go right on ahead and get to quaking. If you've got your mugs full of a beverage like myself, that's delicious. That's good. Got to keep your throat nice and lubricated, if you will. Be sure to say hi to everyone in the chat. I'm going to jump down in there in just a few, but I want to let you guys know, if you're new, of course, at the top of every stream, at the top of every episode, I love to start off with a little positivity. So if you're watching live right now, and even if you're not watching live right now, if you're watching this on a rewind, if you're watching this on a replay, if you're watching this on a who the hell is this, I just click on this video, please leave something positive about yourself or a celebrity, someone in your life. I will go first. I will say something positive about myself this week is that I was able to very much keep my cool in situations that I feel like I normally would not have been able to keep my cool. I'm a person that's very blunt, very tell it like it is, very straight shooter. Some of you guys describe me as, and sometimes that may come across a little bit rude, maybe a little bit abrasive, but I've really been taking the time to really look within myself, take the time on myself and be like, listen, really you have to figure out which battles are your battles to fight. Some of the mini stuff you really should let go and really save all of your energy, your brain power, and your willpower, most importantly, to fight those battles. So I've been growing, y'all, even in the tiniest of ways. I'm hoping the same for you. Let me jump into the chat and see what y'all are talking about already right off the biggity bet. I see 901 Erica. Hey honey, how's it going? 901 Erica, it is good to see you, sis. I'm doing pretty good. I'm feeling pretty fantastic. Like I always tell you guys, this is what gets me out of bed. If I did not have this show to do, if I wasn't coming to hang out with y'all, I would still be in the bed. But this gives me purpose. This is so much fun. This doesn't feel like work. So that's why I always do it. We're already on like episode 18, you guys. Can you believe it? It's absolutely insane. Kershell is saying something positive. My roommate just made some bomb-ass ribs and I'm currently chowing down. Yum. Do you like your ribs saucy, Kershell? Or do you like sort of like a rub? Like some people are like a Louisiana rub or like a Memphis rub when it comes to ribs. I'm kind of like a saucy person. I don't really like the mess. Like I'm not the fingers person. I hate that. Like if you're not giving me a good moist towelette in the beginning, I'm really not into it. But when it comes to a good rib, you really got to get into the saucy moment. Paula T is saying it was my 26th birthday last week and I was able to go home for it as Ireland is opening up more and more to see my family for the first time since February. Paula, please be safe. Please remain healthy. Wash your hands. I'm so glad that you were able to go home because I'm sure that you have family there or friends there, just people that you care about and care about you and you wanted to spend that time. So shout out to you. I see Oiza. I hope I said your name right. Oiza. I made the live first time. Shout out to you, Oiza, if I'm saying your name right, and to all of my first-time viewers, if you're live, if you've been trying to catch me, if you're up really late right now to hang out with us today, shout out to you. I applaud you. Thank you for coming and hanging out today. It really sort of is like a fun time. It's like a little bit of a party. It's not a short show, y'all. I only go live once a week, so we really do have to take the full hour to sort of break some of our most important pop culture stories and moments down. So I really hope that y'all are in it for the long haul, for the ride. You done bought your ticket. You've subscribed, hopefully. You've rung the notification bell already. You've given this video a thumbs up. Maybe you put some green hearts in the chat. Maybe you threw a couple crystal balls in there. Either way, we are gonna get the party jumping, like Destiny's Child. Y'all. Why do I feel like I'm on one today? I really feel like I'm on stage and I'm literally just in my studio. It's a regular Sunday, like I'm not on anything at all. I just feel like hyped today. You know what I mean? I just feel like, damn. I see my girl Mika. Mika is saying, Courtney, you are great and I love you. Keep it real. Mika, what would I do without you? I don't know. It's always nice to see you and you know it's always nice to meet you. Bam. Gabby is saying the new intro is fire. Now, where is this man's Grammy? LOL, but seriously, where is it? Oh my God. I forgot a little bit. Y'all, before the show goes live, I am rushing around. Yes, I put a little spin on the intro. I updated it, I freshened it up, I put something different up there. I hope that you guys enjoy it. I don't make music to try to like be something. Like I'm not out there trying to be on Billboard or like be #1 on iTunes, but it would be like cool one day if I put like a single out and y'all were like, oh my God, I love this song. Like other people like liking what I do is like why I do what I do, if that makes sense. Like music is just like fun. So it's cool that like y'all thoroughly enjoy that. Thank you so much. You know I be rapping here and there. I be getting into the gigs. But hopefully we can have some musicians, some musical guests on the show. Maybe. I've got someone in mind. We're gonna have a conversation about maybe we can get them on the show, but I don't want to say who it is. I don't want to tease just yet because I really want things to be official. I hate teasing if things are like not official yet. But thanks you guys for all of the support. I want to say very quickly before we get started, before we jump in, before we dive on in, who sang that song? Trey Songz, Dive In. Yeah, that was Trey Songz. I just want to say it is very sad, the news involving Naya Rivera. I don't know, you guys. It has really, it's sort of shaken me. I don't know. I really thoroughly enjoyed Glee as a series, and I really just wanted to, here on this platform, really once again, send my condolences. And really just say that if you're a really big fan of Naya Rivera, you're not alone. Like, I feel you. I know it's been like 10 plus years since Glee. Like, I feel that. But I just really wanted to reiterate like how sad that particular situation was. However, silver lining, I did hear and read that the cast and crew maybe of Glee, they're putting together like a college fund for Naya Rivera's son. And I thought that that was very important, and I did kind of like hearing that. Yeah, so rest in peace to Naya Rivera. If you've never seen Glee before and you're sort of like wondering what's the deal with Naya Rivera, just go ahead and type in Naya Rivera Glee. She sang her ass off, and such a talent. You get what I'm saying? So definitely do a little homework on that. Really realize why the world is mourning her passing right now. But shout out to everyone that's watching right now. We are going to go right on ahead and get started, right? So we know how the show starts, and if you don't worry. If you got questions, ask the boys and girls of the world in the chat. You should see a sort of like this little segment part of the show where I literally force stuff on you. So you should see stands for Courtney, but it also could be you should see, or like you should check it out. Like listen, like today I'm gonna force some stuff on you, and if you are not ready for it, well, too bad, because we're already friends and I'm forcing stuff on you. So the first thing we have to talk about is Degrassi. Bam. Y'all, Degrassi is literally, let me pull that back up one more time. Bam, Degrassi. Look at how many people are in the cast of this show. If you have never seen this show, I'm gonna take it down because I don't want y'all to get distracted looking at all these beautiful people. If y'all have never seen the show Degrassi, and you're a fan of shows like Gossip Girl, and you like Mean Girls, and you like Clueless, any of like the teen shows like Riverdale, Pretty Little Liars, all of those shows, I feel like you have to at least know about Degrassi. One of my favorite shows of all time. I'm bringing it up today, y'all, because for whatever reason, Degrassi is like slowly going viral again. I'm seeing on my Twitter timeline, everyone I know is like randomly rewatching the series or watching it for the first time. I want to harp on the fact that this is a show that is not perfect, right? There are some people, their favorite show has never done wrong. I am man enough to admit that Degrassi has had some stumbles and some missteps, right? However, if you've never seen Degrassi before, I want to offer you something, a little nugget of something to hold on to and maybe win you over. I want to say this. If you're like, oh my God, where can I watch Degrassi? I've always heard about it. I've never seen it, blah, 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 blah. Girl, it's free. It's on YouTube. You can type in like Degrassi season 1, episode 1, and bitch, all the episodes are, girl, just let it play in the background. The first episode's gonna start off, girl, Emma is about to get kidnapped by the damn pen pal. Emma was up there, her little ass, read it again, Manny, and her ass almost got kidnapped. Episode 1, the shit starts off with Emma almost getting kidnapped. Anyway, so I want to touch on one of the best moments of the series. This is how I'm gonna sell you guys on Degrassi if you've never seen it before. Bam, Manny's fucking thong. Listen, let me slide over so y'all can really get into it. Manny Santos is a character on Degrassi, and when she starts out, she's very cute, she's very cuddly. You love her, you relate to her. She's our Hispanic Latina queen. Like, I just love her. You get what I'm saying? After a series of events, Manny decides that she doesn't want to be looked at as cute and cuddly anymore. She wants to be seen as hot. And I feel like that's something that a lot of young people growing up sort of relate to. Like, everyone is always like, oh my God, you're so cute, you're so that, you're so that. And then you open up a goddamn magazine and you're like, wow, that person is hot. You get what I'm saying? So Manny, she shows up to school, y'all, and as you can see, ooh, look at her. She had the thong on, y'all. And let me tell you, the scene when Manny was walking down the hallway in the school with the thong on, y'all, and JT and all of them boys was like breaking their necks. It's a moment I'll never forget. I just feel like, I always feel so extra when I go on like a passionate rant about a television show, but Degrassi is definitely my show. If you have seen Degrassi before, I guess my question is, let's get that out of the way. Bye, thong. If you've seen Degrassi before, my question would be to you guys is, would you be here for some sort of Degrassi pickup if it involved the older cast? So to just break it down, there was like Degrassi on Teen Nick for a really long time. And even before that, like Degrassi's been around since like the 80s, girls. But then they like redid it on Netflix, and it was like the same universe, but none of the same characters. I would be here for Degrassi if they not rebooted it, but continued the story with the original cast. Like, hold on. Like with these people. Hold on. Them, with those people. Ashley, Jimmy, Who else is in that picture? Alex, Spinner. Like, we need Emma. We need Paige. We need Liberty. We need Sean. We're not going to get JT, bitch. But, I really wanted to encourage you all to watch Degrassi. I feel like I want to work on a Degrassi sort of project somewhere using social media. I don't know. I'm working in the background on something Degrassi. So if you're a Degrassi stan, get ready because there's going to be some sort of Degrassi, something coming from me very soon. Get started, do your homework, at least watch a couple seasons because it'll fly by real quick. Okay, now, let's move on. Because what if y'all haven't seen Degrassi, right? Let's talk about Clueless. And I wasn't going to talk about Clueless. However, Wesley, our good sis, suggested that I talk about it. And then I thought to myself, why wouldn't I talk about Clueless? For those of you guys that don't know, Clueless is my favorite movie of all time. Like, I can't explain or describe why into words sometimes, but like, I saw the film in the movie theater in like 1995, like with my cousin. Like, I was like 3 years old, you guys. I don't know what it is. That movie just like, it just gave me the answers. Like, when I'm sad, Clueless. If I don't know what to do, sure, I'm gonna ask some friends, but ultimately the answer is gonna lie within the script of Clueless. Shout out to Amy Heckerling. She is like the director. She's the one that sort of like adapted this film. And I feel like there are lots of film adaptations. Like this film derives from Emma, for those of you guys that don't know. But there was some sort of formula that Amy and the fashion stylist Mona May put together that really, really worked. You get what I'm saying? We had iconic actors and actresses: Alicia Silverstone, Brittany Murphy, rest in peace. Stacey Dash, even though Stacey Dash is Stacey Dash. Stacey Dash. You know, I just feel like the movie itself is iconic. It's been out 25 years, you guys. There was supposed to be an LA pop-up, like a Clueless pop-up, like downtown. You guys, when I tell you, I was ready. I was on the email list. I was getting ready. I was planning outfits. I was going to spend some money on like some good yellow plaid moment. I was going to be the black Cher, y'all. I was ready, bitch. And then the Rona hit, and now there's no Clueless pop-up. And I'm very, very devastated. However, I have faith that even if the 25th anniversary passes, that hopefully we can get some sort of Clueless something. You got what I'm saying? This movie is more than just a film. This is something that had a TV show. It's something that has inspired fashion. You can go on Instagram right now and see some girl in some yellow plaid kind of moment. Remember when Iggy Azalea redid, she did Fancy, her music video, and the entire music video was sort of inspired by Clueless. And you know what? As someone with a sharp eye for specific Clueless cues, Iggy Azalea did that excellent. Oh my God, amazing. Nicole is saying, I would do anything for Cher's Closet. Nicole is also saying Stacey Dash before she was Stacey Dash. I'm glad that you know exactly what I mean by saying that. Oiza is talking about Clueless and Degrassi. Never seen Clueless or Degrassi. Tried to see Riverdale, just could not. I like the comics, they are funny. Couldn't cope with the murder mystery theme. Now listen, I've seen maybe a few episodes of Riverdale, and that was like when it first came out, and I don't know what it is. Maybe I'll have to give it another try, but good to me, but not really great. I don't know. I'm not a bug head shipper like the rest of the girls out there. Andrea talking about Degrassi is saying the original season was so emotionally fulfilling and felt like I wasn't being guarded from the world. It's great. I absolutely agree. If y'all have not seen Degrassi or Clueless, y'all need to do some homework. Y'all have time. Y'all should be in the house anyway. Definitely make sure to check both of those films out, like, quickly and immediately. I also wanted to talk about shifting from movies to music really quickly, because we're not going to spend a lot of time on this. I want to talk about Meghan Trainor. Now, I know that for whatever reason, Meghan Trainor is like the butt of the joke of the internet for whatever reason. I'm still trying to figure out why. Like her, it's like Meghan Trainor, Sam Smith, And like, there's like a Ed Sheeran, like a lot of people don't like. I don't really understand why. Maybe y'all know why. But I like Meghan Trainor. I don't give a fuck. Her music is great. One of my favorite things about Meghan Trainor, and you'll find that I say this about a lot of celebrities that like are hated, but I wind up liking. Meghan Trainor, to me, doesn't give me celebrity. I feel like Meghan Trainor, I could be at Earth Cafe and we could be like talking shit about celebrity, like gossiping like over like a good slice of cake or pie or something. Like a lot of celebrities don't give me that, but Meghan Trainor and Kelly Clarkson also give me that. Like, girl, we can go and just share a good truffle mac and cheese, girl, and just get into the real tea. Like, girl, what's going on, girl? What happened in the studio, girl? But she really singing that, girl? I don't know. I like her. It is what it is. Anyway, she just released the deluxe edition of her album, which I thought was called Treat Yourself, but it's actually called Treat Myself. And it upset me. Can I tell y'all why? She has these songs called You Didn't Know Me and Underwater, I think, has Dylan Francis on it. And those songs are bops, like straight bops, like undeniable bops. Like these should be on Billboard. Bops. And like, for whatever reason, they didn't make the original album. And the original album wasn't bad, you guys, but I feel like it definitely could have benefited. It could have definitely benefited from these two songs. And I want to ask y'all, have y'all ever had an artist where you are like, oh my God, I love them. I love everything that they do. And then they put out like a deluxe edition of an album or something. And you're like, girl, what were you thinking? Like this should have been on the album. Millie is saying, because they do their own thing, not what is in. Take Little Mix, for example. They're not well known in the States. I have chalked up Little Mix's issue being the fact, and this does not make it right. I just want to preface this. And I think I've said this before in the past somewhere. The issue with Little Mix to me is it has nothing to do with talent. It has nothing to do with beauty or vanity or any of those things like that. It's just the fact that Little Mix doesn't really have a storyline of drama in the news. And like I said, doesn't make it right at all. In fact, I think it's very wrong because I love Little Mix. Girl, I still play Black Magic out. I still play Touch out. Wasabi, a smash. Woman Like Me, hit. But what, like for those of us that are not stans of Little Mix, like what do we know about them? We know Jade did Jamaican, like how many years ago, right? And that's it. You get what I'm saying? At least when it comes to other girl groups, right? With Fifth Harmony, you can immediately go, okay, I know Fifth Harmony because Camila's the one that had the big bow and there's some sort of drama there with racism, and Normani is the black girl and she left and she can really dance. Like, we don't really have anything to sort of like differentiate them. Like, what do we know about, what do normal people, not stans, what do normal people know about Little Mix? Besides maybe one of them dated Zayn. And I feel like even then, a lot of people don't know that. But they're great. They're fantastic. It just is unfortunate that because they're so positive and they get along so well that people, it appears as though people aren't as interested. You get what I'm saying? I feel like Little Mix deserves to be as big as the Pussycat Dolls, but girl, when it comes to them Pussycat Dolls, I am invested because I want to know, is Nicole singing? And if she is not the only one singing, is the music still good? You get what I'm saying? Like, even with Destiny's Child, if you take the Beyonce out of it, right? You still know that Destiny's Child, great singers, amazing, but you know they were shuffling them girls in and out. You know what I'm saying? There's always like a story that goes with each girl group, like TLC. TLC's thing was they weren't getting the money. They were selling out, getting Grammys, this, that, and the third. They were getting all the accolades, but they didn't have no money to show for it because they signed a bad contract. We don't know nothing about Little Mix. And I don't want them to go and now create drama or for Jade to go and slap somebody now and then they're fighting, but it's weird that the world we live in is like not receptive to positivity. Isn't that weird? Weird. All right, y'all. Now, y'all already know I was coming with Tinashe. Is that the last part of You Should See? All right, it's the last thing in You Should See. Y'all know I have to get my music off before we get into all of the mess. I love Tinashe. If you're new, I love Tinashe. I love the fact that Tinashe was sort of signed to like a big label. It appeared as though she wasn't really getting the push that she deserved, in my opinion. It sort of felt like maybe her label was really trying to focus her into one direction, but Tinashe is such a multifaceted artist that it worked, but like, it's like, girl, from the way I looked at it was like Tinashe had reached the ceiling. Like, and it's like, girl, what else can Tinashe offer? It almost kind of felt like, let that girl go. And so when she decided to go independent, she put out Songs for You, amazing album. Y'all have heard me scream about it like the screechy fangirl I am. But now she's back with Rascal, Superstar. New song, new visual she just dropped. Y'all need to check this music video out immediately after this broadcast. Tinashe truly serves versatility, fun, and bops. Versatility, fun, and bops. And she can dance her ass off. Tinashe can dance her ass off, you guys. If you really want to see a talented young woman, Tinashe really gives that fun, carefree sort of moment. And I root for her. And y'all already know I root for her. I see you, Wesley, talking about Ellie Goulding's album is amazing, better than I was expecting it to be. I did not finish Ellie Goulding's album. And the reason why is I was listening to it this morning. Let me explain. I was listening to Ellie Goulding's album this morning because I was going to put it in the show. And then I put on Entanglements, to be honest. I put on Entanglements by August Alsina. And to be honest, Wesley, Entanglements was such a bop. I got up and I did something and I forgot. And you're actually just reminding me that I was listening to Ellie Goulding. But then I was like, oh, let me hear Entanglements one more time. And y'all, if you haven't heard Entanglements yet, we're going to talk about it in a few. But, ooh, August and Rick Ross. And I'm not even a Rick Ross fan like that at all. But they did that. Nicole is saying Tinashe is from the Bay. You know what we need, you guys? And y'all know I love her. We need Tinashe and Sweetie. Tinashe and Sweetie. Don't sleep on that. Tinashe and Sweetie, and whatever the song is for the music video, there's got to be some sort of dance break. Because Sweetie can dance her ass off, and Tinashe can dance her ass off too. I just see them. They're young, they're fresh, they really radiate that femininity, like Sweetie gives us that pretty girl, and then Tinashe is giving us sort of that edge. But she could also get soft too. I don't know. I see it for the both of them. I want them to work together. We're going to have to see. I have Drake on here, but y'all, we're not even going to talk about that because those songs were not good. And I really would like to know why Drake was giving us his best The Weeknd impersonation. Not a fan. But shout out to Drake. I'm not really too much agreeing with people making fun of his tattoos. I don't know if you guys have seen, I don't have the picture. Drake was like, he's like in Barbados, which people are finding hella sketchy because Rihanna. And people are like making fun of his back because he has like all of these like random tattoos. He's got like a Leah on his back. He's got like 40 like near his lower back. And people are saying like it looks like he has a Zoom call meeting on his back. People are saying it looks like Drake is goddamn rolling around in the goddamn newspaper. It's a mess. Barb named Ben is saying that dance break would be dope. Talking about Tinashe and Sweetie. Yeah, it would. Because Sweetie gives us that. Tinashe gives it. Y'all need to watch Tinashe. She does like remixes of her songs, but sometimes they're only 1 minute. And Tinashe gives you like 3,000,000% in like 60 fucking seconds. I've never seen anything like it. I love a good dancer, y'all. But let's switch gears. I need to take water for this, y'all, because we about to get into it. If y'all ready for the mess, you can put some green hearts or some crystal balls in the chat, because we about to get into the thick of it. Whew. In the thick of it, and I spilled water on my lap. It's fine, though. Nicole is saying, but we know girls from the Bay can never make it work. Look what happened with Kaylani, Keisha Cole, and come on. Nicole. When you see him, know that's on me right there. That's my fucking song. All right, you guys. I hope you took a sip or a hit with me, whatever you're doing. Shout out to Samantha. Hey, Samantha. Shout out to everyone that uses that super chat option. I really appreciate you. Samantha's giving me that cup I need. Bam. Cheers into you today. Let's talk about Tamar Braxton, you guys. Sad news. Sad news when it comes to Miss Tamar Braxton. If you don't know who Tamar Braxton is, she is a singer. She's an actress, reality TV show star. She also was on The Real at one point. She had a show with her family called Braxton Family Values, very popular on WeTV. However, she's been hospitalized for allegedly trying to take her own life. And it's very sad news. You know, you don't want to hear about any stars potentially taking their own life. You get what I'm saying? So a 911 call was placed at around 10 p.m. on Thursday. The caller said someone at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel downtown in LA attempted to take their own life. Now, when the EMTs arrived, we're told they found Tamar sort of like unconscious, and her boyfriend, what's the boyfriend's name? David, he told the cops that she may have overdosed on pills and alcohol. So I'm assuming they're in the hotel. Maybe he's in the living room. Maybe she's in the master bedroom, if you will. Door closed, door locked, maybe in the bathroom. And he just didn't know. So I want to just let y'all know a couple pieces, right? So Tamar and her boyfriend also have this upcoming TV show that is supposed to come out. And it's like, what is it called? Tamar. What she says something. It's like Tamar. Yes, boo. Oh, Tamar, get your life. Get your life. She always says that all the time. And so on the show, I guess the trailer had just come out, and the trailer is showing Tamar being, I guess, a little bit aggressive, loud, yelling at production and producers because, I mean, who knows? We haven't seen, but it's very much giving us angry black woman vibes. You get what I'm saying? And to be honest, you guys, as a black person, I can only speak for myself. I don't want to go on TV trying to look like the angry black person if that's not especially what I'm signing up for. Like, Mona Scott is producing the show, to my understanding, and Mona Scott does Love and Hip Hop and the big shows on VH1. So she has like that eye for capturing the drama, for spinning it and molding it however she's able to do, so that we can get the views, we can get the content, we can get the eyes on the show. And it just sort of seems as though maybe that trailer pushed her over the edge. It just seemed like maybe the first half of the trailer was very like, oh, you know, this is Tamar and it's on her terms. You know, these are my rules. And then all of a sudden the trailer sort of switches over and she's like yelling and she's like, I'm done with the filming. I'm done, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, if this was a show maybe to show the real Tamar and she's maybe trying to break that image or that stereotype of the angry black woman, why would you then put out a trailer that's trying to perpetuate that stereotype? You get what I'm saying? So it's very, very, very sad. Very sad. Now, Tamar had admitted that she had been feeling as though she might end it all, and she sent a letter actually over to her network, WeTV, and she called them, I want to get the quote right, y'all, cruel white slave masters who once chained our forefathers. And then she blamed them for turning the Braxton family from a once happy group to people who fight with each other, betray each other, and now we're physically assaulting each other. And I just want to let you guys know that the biggest thing that Tamar was upset about in terms of the production of the show, Braxton Family Values, was the fact that, according to her, allegedly the producers dug up an old sexual assault, and she feels as though they exploited it on the show. So imagine something traumatic happening to you, and then all of a sudden it's out there for everyone in the world to sort of like enjoy. I couldn't imagine all of the pressure that she felt, but it's very, very unfortunate, and it's very, very sad. So I want to ask you guys, do you think that we as people, because we play a small part in this, right? We respond to the drama. We love the kiki. We love the, oh my God, what's going to happen? We love the, what kind of mess is going to happen in this episode? Do we, the audience, the network, the bosses, the managers, put too much pressure on reality stars to sort of get themselves into drama so that we can enjoy the entertainment? Because at the end of the day, these are the real lives of the reality stars. However, I sort of look at it as, you kind of sign up for it. You know what I mean? I also wonder, you guys, I wonder how much of it is fake. Like, it really could have been Tamar just having a bad moment in general, like we all do, because no one is perfect. But why would the production take all of those bad moments and try to use that to sell people if this was supposed to be something that is supposed to be like, the other side of Tamar. If you're trying to show a more positive side, why would the production show the worst side? It sucks because it clearly pushed someone over the edge. Samantha is saying natural drama in life is much better than manufactured and amped up ish. And I absolutely agree. Sometimes I wonder if it could just be natural, but then I wonder if there would be a show. You know, you have to sort of not manufacture, but lead the cast sort of into situations so that you can have the content. But like, at one point, is it too much? You get what I'm saying? These are people's lives that you gamble with when you take footage and you sort of copy and paste and put it all together. It's scary stuff. Scary stuff. It will be a whole different conversation if Tamar actually would have succeeded. You get what I'm saying? And I'm very glad that she hasn't. However, we've got someone that is in her corner. And this is thankfully, right? We've got Nene Leakes, y'all. Now, Nene Leakes went on Instagram Live recently, and she was sharing that things were happening behind the scenes. And she didn't want to get into all of the details, but she said that people will find out soon. And she's saying that there's a lot of stuff that people don't know about Tamar, like amid her hospitalization. She says she has been hurting. We both believe in the Lord, and sometimes you need a human, a friend who you can lean on and trust. Really trust, because trust is hard. Very interesting. Something else that's interesting as well, and I want you guys to just keep this in the back of your mind, is that I am seeing and hearing things online that were saying that the cameras were rolling. So, I mean, I hope that if Tamar is uncomfortable with this sort of content being put out to the world, that she'll say something and they'll listen to her. Because the last thing I would want is for me trying to end it all and being in such a dark place, and then you got a camera crew in your face and you're in a hospital bed somewhere. You get what I'm saying? Tricky stuff. Oiza saying, I just know Tamar from The Real. I just cannot see reality TV. See, I didn't watch The Real that much. I'm not that big of a fan of The Real. I'm a Wendy Williams girl. Feel how you feel about her. And I think that Tamar brought something interesting to The Real, but hey, it just is what it is. If she felt like she had to leave, I can only, support her and say, girl, do whatever's going to make you happy. But it is what it is, y'all. But we going to get into something else. We going to get into this one right here. Let's see. Who that? IGGY. Just kidding. It's actually Justin Timberlake. Now, why would we be talking about Justin Timberlake today? Well, y'all, we talking about Justin Timberlake because congratulations, he just had a child with Jessica Biel, who he's been with for a very long time. We know they are very much in love. Let me get the picture of Jessica Biel, because we already know. Oh, look how in love they are. Justin Timberlake and Jessica Biel. Jessica Biel had this baby this week, according to what the sources are telling the Daily Mail. They're actually quarantining in Montana. It's supposed to be Justin Timberlake, Jessica Biel, and Jessica's mother, as well as their son as well. They're quarantining together, and I just find it to be very, very, very interesting that all the news outlets are acting like they don't know, you guys. They're acting like they don't know what the tea is. Are you also wondering what the tea is? Are you a little bit lost as to why I'm using my Kiki voice right now? Because we're about to Kiki. You guys, these news reports are out saying, Jessica Biel, it's a secret pregnancy. She's hidden it from us. What the Kylie's going on? OMG. And y'all already know my immediate first thought was, of course, Jessica Biel. Of course, Miss Seventh Heaven wasn't going to come out and tell us that she was pregnant, especially not after Justin Timberlake was filming that movie. Hold on, what's the name of that movie? Let me get that. Palmer. He was on the set of his film Palmer. Where he was drunk, y'all. I don't know if y'all have seen the video yet. Y'all need to see the video. He was very intoxicated, and he was just very, 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 very handsy. With his co-star, it was sort of like a moment in pop culture. He had to put out the little notes app moment, and then we didn't hear from him for a very long time, up until this baby news, in my mind. You get what I'm saying? So, you know what? Shout out to Jessica Biel and Justin Timberlake. Obviously, they reconciled. They were able to get over the hump, but I wonder, Justin, did that incident happen and Jessica Biel was home with Biel baby? I just want to know. Now, we already know your ass ain't apologized to Miss Janet Jackson. Now, we know your ass probably ain't ever going to apologize to Miss Janet Jackson. But I just want to know, was you out here grabbing and putting your hands all over that woman knowing you had a baby Biel at home? What y'all think? Y'all think Justin knew? Was he out there creep? Yeah, I'm just creeping on that out. He was giving us a little creep moment. He had his silk pajamas on, bitch. Very curious to know what y'all think. Also, I want to know, y'all, how do you feel about, all right, let's just say maybe the baby wasn't conceived during the cheatation. Do you guys feel as though it's cool to like make a mistake, any mistake like that in a relationship, because no one is perfect? We know that this is a safe space. No one is perfect, right? But do y'all think that maybe that situation happened and then Justin was like, let me give you a baby? And if so, because this is only speculations and not confirmations, if so, is that okay? Would you do that? If you were Jessica Biel and this situation happened where the video came out, Justin had his hands all over that woman with his little drinky drink, would you be wanting to take him back and add another to your family, knowing what you know? Very curious. Wendy is saying, now he's even more of an ass. Ooh. Nicole is saying, oh, he knew. Ashley is saying, love TLC. Teresa is saying, he was creeping. Carla is saying, it looks like it. It's a mess. Ben is saying he had to be creeping. It just didn't look good. You get what I'm saying? It sucks because there are some people like myself and like some of you that as soon as that news came out, I said secret. Bitch, a secret. We know why the shit was a secret, Jessica Biel. We know. And I felt bad for her because that's hella embarrassing. Like, imagine that happened to you, y'all. Your man is out there, like, embarrassing you. Like, let's not even say that Justin was cheating, right? Because we don't have the proof of a kiss or a text message that we know of or like anything like that. We don't have those hard receipts. You get what I'm saying? We only have this video where his hands was all, he was grabbing on. So he's like, oh, don't go, girl. No, girl. I done had a couple whiskey scotches, girl. Don't go, girl. But, you know, he was embarrassing her. You get what I'm saying? Because people like myself, much like what I do over at Holly Scoop, it's about how it's perceived to the media, how it looks to us. What it looked like was your ass was doing something you know your ass wasn't supposed to do. Mr. Bye. Mr. Can't come to Coachella. Listen, I'm being petty. I'm gonna let it go. But congratulations to them. Y'all know I just love to have some fun up in here. My question to y'all was just, would y'all be having babies with this man knowing that he embarrassed you publicly? You get what I'm saying? Millie is saying, I can work through a lot, but cheating or anything close is an immediate finale. Ooh, I like how you put that. Immediate finale. Samantha is saying, hell, embarrassing. Wesley is saying, so basically Jessica Biel is a new Khloe Kardashian. Hold on, I got to spin on that. Wesley! Whoa. Got me spinning like Toad in Mario Kart, bitch. Whoa. But for real, though. Bitch, you ain't never lied, bitch. I know that's right. Whoo! That's the truth. That's really, truly the truth. You know what? I'll say this. Let's end on this before we switch off. It's like I always say, I would be a hypocrite if I sat up there and I was like, well, Jessica Biel should leave him and blah, blah, blah. Because at the end of the day, you guys, it's not our relationship. We're just outsiders looking in to see, we're peeking through their windows. We're going, what's going on in here? What are y'all telling the news? And what are these photos? And what's going on here? You know what? Jessica Biel, she might have the biggest heart in the world. I don't know her, but you know what? She has to love that man. And if her love can withstand a public video of her man putting his hands all over somebody that's not her, while she potentially, allegedly, could be in the bed with Baby Bill, then we gotta do what they do on Legendary. Have you ever seen that show, Legendary, on HBO? They be doing this. They don't clap. Naomi and the girls, they be like, yes. Megan Thee Stallion be in the chair like, yes. You gotta clap like this. We gonna do this from now on. Yes. So, hey, shout out Jessica Biel. She's got heart. She's got heart. She's got stamina. And I can't be mad at that. That's her partner. That's who she chose. We all have choices. And that was definitely a choice. Anyway. That's not funny. We're gonna talk about Kanye West. And I feel like we talk about Kanye West a lot on this channel. And I never thought that I would do that ever. That's the weirdest thing ever. I used to make videos about Kanye and bitch, nobody watched them. But now, here we are. We're talking about Kanye West. Y'all, I'm not upset that Kanye is making gospel music. Let me just say this. I'm not mad that Kanye is making gospel music. I'm really not. I swear I'm not. I'm like, whatever. My thing is this. Give us the goods, sis. Like, give us the music that we are asking for. I'm being vague. Let me tell y'all what the tea is. So basically, Kanye tweeted that he was coming out with a new album called Donda, right? I think that's beautiful. I'm a mama's boy till the day I leave this earth. I love my mother. Oh my God, I love my mother. She is my queen, my life, my light, everything. Kanye clearly felt the same way about his mother. So when it comes to things like this, my heart goes out to him because I know every single day he is missing his mother. You get what I'm saying? New album, Donda, coming out July 24th. Hashtag 2020 Vision. Great, fantastic. Immediately, your eyes look at this track list. I know I'm looking at it right now here up on the laptop screen, and my eyes are going to New Body. Now listen. New Body is there, y'all. The question is, because you got to take a moment and think, right? New Body has been going viral on TikTok for months. We know that Kanye West is not in the headspace where he's making music the same way that he's made music in the past. He doesn't like a lot of minimal profanity. He's very much working in a godly fashion. Not mad at that. But are we getting New Body? Are we getting New Body? And if we are getting New Body, are we getting the New Body that we know and love? That's what I want to know. Now, just to keep it real with y'all, the reason why this video is titled the way that it is because there actually was an alleged leak of New Body off of Donda. And I have seen the leak. I don't know how true it is. I did listen to it, and there was no Nicki. Now, Kanye has to know, y'all. Let me get this off the screen. Kanye has to know. Sir, we're not listening. I'm not even going to listen to, I'm not even going to grab the earbud. If Nicki's not on it, what are we supposed to do with this shit? Like, what the fuck are we supposed to do with New Body if Nicki ain't on it? What the fuck are we supposed to do with this? Kanye. Now, ma'am, just to speak candidly to y'all, because y'all know I like to say this is a safe space. Kanye, now come on. I know you trying to get them votes for this presidency. The least you could have done to get the gays and girls was put our queen on the damn song. He wasn't getting my vote regardless. Let's just keep it real. But come on, y'all. So this version has leaked. Just Kanye, just Ty Dolla $ign. How do we feel about this? Are you going to support Kanye's project? Are you going to give it a listen? What are you going to do if Nicki ain't even on the damn album? Y'all, I don't know. I had to pick up my earphones because I just can't even. What are we supposed to do with this, y'all? What are we supposed to do if Nicki's not on this goddamn new body? Because I'm going to tell you right now, he's not going to get not a stream, not a pinch. You know how you go in the sugar thing to get a little pinch of sugar, y'all? He's not even going to get 2 granules of sugar-sized energy out of me to listen to none of that music. Now, Kanye, come on. Y'all, I remember there was a time where I used to stop the world. You know how Beyonce do, world stop. Carry on, bitch. I would stop the world when Kanye used to drop, y'all. Now it's like it's gonna be a regular ass day. If Nicki Minaj is not on it, bitch, we don't want it. And I'm just keeping it the fuck real. Whew, y'all, I'm so distressed. Manic Minx is saying boycott. Samantha is saying that's not it. What's he got against Nicki? Like, it seems like it would be shade to remove her. I don't think that is shade, Samantha. To be honest, I don't think that is shade, right? So Kanye's doing this thing where he's really not doing no kind of he's not having profanity in his music. So we know that Nicki Minaj's new body verse obviously has profanity in it. So if Nicki is not willing to change her verse, I imagine, right? Because we don't know the facts, right? If Nicki's not willing to change her verse, I imagine it's not going to go on the album. Now, who's to say? Because we know how the sis do. Who's to say that in the final hour, while it's mixing and mastering, that Nicki don't hop in the booth real quick and spit a quick something real quick and we get it. I'm just I want to remain hopeful, but I just don't know, you guys. Wesley is saying if you have a song with Nicki and decide to release it with no Nicki, you're just stupid. I didn't hear anything wrong, did y'all? I just could not believe when I heard that leaked version today, because I heard it not too long before we got started. I said, hold on. Now, this don't even sound right. Because y'all know Nicki Minaj is the reason we want it. Like, we don't want it if it don't have Nicki Minaj on it. I'm not feeling that. I don't like that. I want to ask y'all something real quick. If y'all are ready for this Jeffree Star apology tour mess, pretty please put green hearts in the chat so that I know you are ready to get started. Just want to remind y'all, if you're watching and you're living and you're enjoying this little stream, give it a thumbs up. If you love props, if you love me, if you love mess, please bless me by giving the video a thumbs up. Of course, as always, check out the merch down below. Get you a little sticker. Sticker's a little cheap, y'all. Get you a little inexpensive little sticker, y'all. Just to give y'all the heads up, face masks are coming soon, and it won't be just one, it will be 2. So get ready to stay protected. Just give me some time to get all of that. Also, just want to remind you guys, well, not remind you, but let you know that next Saturday will be Club Courtney. For those of you guys that don't know what that is, that's where I literally go on my music and I play a whole bunch of music from then and now, like your favorite radio station. Have a little section called Small Town Radio, and I play old hits from back home in Pennsylvania. It's a good time. We raise money for charity, and I will be handpicking a charity actually by Wednesday and letting you guys know which charity we'll be partying and boogieing on down to, and during the live stream, you can use the super chat option to donate. And before the next Club Courtney, hopefully, I'll have the money from the first one so I can show y'all that I'm actually donating the money and that I'm not a scammer. Alrighty, you guys. That was enough for my little commercial break. Did you like that? Shout out to Ashley. Hey, Ashley. I see you. And shout out to Samantha. Samantha said, whoop, whoop. Get it, girl. Whoop, whoop. Thank you so much. I know y'all ready to party, and I'm ready to party too. I'm getting my playlist together and everything. But, y'all, it is time to discuss Jeffree Star. I was minding my own business. I was hanging out with my boyfriend, and then all of a sudden, the internet was ablaze. Jeffree has spoken out. Oh my God, Courtney, what do you think about Jeffree's apology? Oh my God, Jeffree's video is up. Oh my God, Jeffree. So I went upstairs, went to my bedroom, shut the door, got into the bed, got a good blanket, y'all, and I pressed play just so that I could see what Jeffree had to say. Now, before we get into it, I just want to say I didn't really think that Jeffree was going to expose anything, and I think I said that one of these streams prior. I said I didn't think that Jeffree was going to expose people because he would be proving Tati right. right? So Jeffree's whole thing is he doesn't want to be looked at as a villain, even though we know that he's a villain and he's done many villainous things in the past, right? Tati's saying that I think he's gonna blow the lid and he's gonna, expose everyone, blah, blah, blah. If Jeffree did that, he literally would be playing right into her hand, so that Tati and everyone else that's on her side would be like, see, Jeffree is a bad person. See, he was blackmailing. See, da 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 da. So of course Jeffree had to take a moment, get himself together, and decide which is the worst of the two evils, right? Does he want to do another flimsy ass apology video where he talks about everything but what we really care about, or is he gonna just be a villain with his whole chest? Because at this point, he's got millions upon millions upon millions of dollars and can't exactly be stopped just yet. He made a choice. Now, let's get into this. Jeffree Star released this video, and it was called Doing What's Right. And basically the video was sort of like an apology, fake love letter to James Charles / I've always victimized myself in the past / oh my God, you're worried about me being racist and potentially having receipts of someone being sexually abused, and you're not caring about Breonna Taylor and all of the other members that have lost their lives that we're fighting for during the Black Lives Matter movement. Y'all, this apology was actually the fucking worst. Holy shit. And I'm sorry if you have kids that are listening and I'm swearing, but holy shit, y'all. It was the worst. Just imagine, there's an ounce of you that's maybe Jeffree will show that he's a human. Maybe he'll just one day just sit down and turn the camera on and just give it to us raw, just give it to us straight. Bitch, no. Jeffree, bitch, he doesn't just film, bitch. He gets on a gold ass fucking couch, y'all. Look. He sits down like Ariana on on whatever that album was when she was sitting on the fucking stool. He's sitting up in the gold ass, expensive ass, probably $300,000 ass fucking couch, talking about some, hi guys, I really just want to, as he's reading off the fucking, his little iPad, with his little bullshit ass statement. So basically Jeffree did deny some of the accusations that have been made about him by YouTubers like Tati Westbrook, and he said that his lawyers were basically handling it in the background. Now, y'all, I just want to ask y'all this, right? I want to help y'all, get in my brain and just see how my brain works, right? I try to think critically, right? Tati Westbrook is wrong, according to Jeffree Star. Tati Westbrook, oh my God, she is lying her ass off. Tati's old rich ass in that beautiful ass room she was in with the loud ass bracelets. Oh my God, that Tati Westbrook, she is a liar, right? Now, here's where I'm right? Tati Westbrook is lying, right? Let's just say. And I hate playing devil's advocate. Y'all, if you've seen Insecure, that's exactly how I feel. I hate playing devil's advocate. That shit pisses me off. However, let's just say Tati was lying, right? Tati is saying Jeffree played some audio of an abuse victim. She couldn't go to the police, but it was enough to scare her, blah, blah, blah. Tati Westbrook said this, but also Blair White, who had nothing to do with the situation, you feel me? If you go and watch that, I did another episode of this where we talked about Blair White in this, where basically Blair White said the same exact thing. So you mean to tell me Jeffree Star that Tati Westbrook is lying, and Blair White, who don't have nothing to do with none of this at all, she's also lying, right? Cam Lester, who said that your team was looking for black people to work with you so that you don't seem racist, he's lying. But then you did pop up in a video with Jose from MTV, but he's lying. And Tati's lying. And Blair White's lying. And I guess James Charles is lying too, right? Is everybody wrong? Y'all, did I miss something? Because it just seems to be that everybody can't be lying. Jeffree said also in the video that he hasn't been online But Jeffree, if you haven't been online and you haven't been clicking the drama videos and you haven't been engaging with any of the drama, how are people getting blocked by you all this time? How'd that happen? How'd that happen? If you wasn't online, how was you blocking people? Why was you blocking people? You didn't care. Why was you blocking people? Tati's lying. Why was you blocking people? Blair was lying too, allegedly. You get what I'm saying? So, I'm wondering. He also really felt that it was important for him to mention that he was still friends with James Charles, and I was like, I mean, not James Charles. Jeffree thought it was very important to mention that he was still friends with Shane Dawson, like saying like, I didn't know who Shane was back then, and he didn't know who I was back then, but he is my best friend, and blah, 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 blah. So y'all was up there. So Jeffree, you was back there calling the black women gorillas and N-words and all of that. Shane was up there sexualizing the babies and Willow Smith and everything like that. But y'all just somehow linked up one day and y'all said, we gonna put all of that behind us and we just gonna get to the fucking bag. And some of us let that happen. Let them get to that fucking bag. Isn't that crazy? Something else that I found was very interesting, you guys, was that Jeffree made no mention of Morphe, of, you know, whether he was like an owner or like had shares in the company or anything like that. It was no mention of that either. So he didn't bring up Morphe. He, in my opinion, used Black Lives Matter as like a performative angle to sort of get our minds and distract and make us feel bad. You get what I'm saying? Like, Jeffree, you don't even like, girl, you really think that you're slick. You tried to sit up there and try to make us feel bad for caring about the fact that your racist ass, grown man ass, allegedly tried to ruin the career of like a 20-year-old. You get what I'm saying? So like, yeah, Black Lives Matter is very important and we do need justice for Breonna Taylor. Like, absolutely those things are important. But just because those things are very important doesn't mean that your shady ass get away from allegedly doing whatever the fuck you're doing behind the scenes. You get what I'm saying? Bam. 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 I think Jeffree and Shane should have did the video together. Since y'all are Bonnie and Clyde. No? I just find it to be very interesting. I've been taking time to work on myself and figure everything out. And meanwhile, he's out, girl, Malibu, posing with the fans, y'all, girl, baking cookies, girl, splish splashing in the pool, girl. That's your idol, though, some of y'all. That's really y'all idol, though. That's the sad thing about it is, like, y'all, I go on Twitter, and sometimes I look up, like, the indirects just to see what people are talking about, and it'd be, like, people with their whole chest being like, Jeffree was racist. My thing is this. What blows my mind is when people say, Jeffree, people that are mad about Jeffree being racist need to just get over it. Just get over racism? Bitch, if you don't take your ass back to the Piggly Wiggly and get your ass a little piggy pork ass book bag from Shane with your blind following ass like a damn cult. Like, the makeup it's not worth it. Like, the fact that y'all are putting pigments, chemicals, and brushes above racism and alleged pedophilia is hilarious and shocking to me. It blows my mind. Also, it's okay if you liked Jeffree at one point and you just realized that he was wrong. Like, you get what I'm saying? The same thing with Shane. Like, normalize finding out information and changing your opinion. There's nothing wrong with growing. You get what I'm saying? You could have a whole closet full of beauty killer bullshit now and decide, hey, I ain't ever gonna buy more of it, use that shit out and throw it in the garbage can. You get what I'm saying? People are acting like they're like their ego, trying to protect their egos so that people are gonna be like, well, you supported him once. Like, it's okay to change your opinion. It's okay to be like, I didn't find that out until later, and now I'm like, I don't fuck with that. Like, it's okay. You get what I'm saying? Very interesting. How do you guys feel about Jeffree? Did you believe his apology? And like, do you feel like with time you think you'll support him again? If you do, because I know some of you guys do support him, or you find that his apology was good enough for you. And I'm just kind of curious as to what your angle is. You get what I'm saying? Hey, Katie. Katie is saying, hey, y'all, just popping in to say hi. Service kind of sucks here. Don't worry, Katie. I believe you were saying you was visiting your family and all of that. Shout out to you, Katie. Be careful. Put your mask on. We miss you, though. Millie is saying, I'm still going to use the products that I have as I bought them, but I won't buy more. And that's okay. It's just a decision that you have to make for yourself. You get what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not telling y'all to go out and burn your Shane book bags and kick Conspiracy palette into the garbage can. I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, now it's no excuse because you have the information, because you've watched this. So I hope that if you do continue to support Jeffree, you at least hear my little raggedy ass voice in the background being like, was everybody lying? Like, imagine that. Okay, y'all. We got something else we gotta talk about today. And y'all know I wasn't about to let this go because I done already mentioned it at the top of the show. August Alsina is back. Shout out to August Alsina. Sorry, I didn't mean to give y'all vocals because I definitely can't sing better than August Alsina, but he is back. Bitch, this picture is looking a little big. August, I'm the star. Bam, here I am. August Alsina put out his brand new song, Entanglements, with Rick Ross. And I have to be honest, you guys, I thoroughly love the song a lot. Throughout the song, it's a classic kind of like, this song is about you kind of song, like Obsessed by Mariah Carey. Like, we know that song was about Eminem, and she made no effort to hide it, and I love it. Something that I found very interesting were there were... Y'all, August and Rick Ross didn't even try to hide the fact that they were talking about Jada and Will Smith. So I just want to read some of these lyrics. So August is saying the definition of an entanglement, it's when you're tangled in the sheets. Girl, I know that we don't call it a relationship, but you're still fucking with me. Entanglement is when you tangled in them sheets. Entanglement is when you tangled up with me. Entanglement is when you're getting in too deep. Tangled up with me, tangled in them sheets. Then real quick, Rick Ross say, shawty leaning on my shoulder, got her questioning my willpower, jaded by her beauty, but her reputation real solid. Moaning down the hallway, I can tell you how I feel about it. Caught up in the matrix. One more time. Caught up in the matrix. And I doubt if I can get up out it. For those of y'all that don't know, Jada was in the Matrix movies. Shout out to Enter the Matrix. If any of you guys had that video game, phew, y'all know that that was a smash. Might gotta buy a PS2 and get that one more time because that was a hit. Niobe was that girl. Niobe or Nairobi? I feel like it was Niobe. She had the little Bantu knots. Anyway, girl, August was definitely dealing out all of the shade. Him and Rick Ross, Tia and Tamara teamed up to shade Jada and Will. I want to say shout out to Survivor 13. Hey, you! Thank you so much for donating. Thank you so much for watching. Shout out to everyone that is watching after. It's not live for you, but I still consider you part of the Rebels of the Revolution family. Appreciate you and love you. What do you guys think of this song is the first question. I guess if you were Jada, would you care is the first question. Because that's what I want to know. There's been lots of conversation about entanglements, the song and the word in general. So August is saying if you look up the definition of an entanglement, which I actually did before this even happened because I wanted to make sure like what the hell everyone was talking about. I wanted to make sure if people were like really coming at Jada, like why are you using this word, or if she was actually right. So he says if you look up the definition of entanglement, it is a complex and difficult relationship. It was exactly that. I think it's just the language that probably stuck out to people, but I definitely have to agree with it being an entanglement. It definitely was something complicated, a complicated dynamic. So, I mean, hey, I don't know. Oiza is saying, damn, Jada was lit in The Matrix. I recently rewatched the Matrix movies. If you guys haven't seen the Matrix movies, they're long, but they are good. It sucks that the production had to come to a halt because of all the pandemic stuff, but I'm excited for the next one. Nicole is saying entanglement is the word of 2020, and it definitely is. Well, Samantha is saying he already released his Nunya song, LOL. I'm not surprised he made another one and won't be surprised if he makes more. I won't be surprised either. My thing, I guess, is this. I want to give y'all a point of view. It is to my understanding, and if you have more information on this, please feel free to let me know in the chat. It is to my understanding that August Alsina has like family members that he's taking care of, like children. And, you know, it's sort of the perception of his part in the relationship of Will and Jada's marriage definitely affected his bag. I was reading, or I saw an interview where he was talking about, you know, he has to support his family now, right? These kids. And his bag was being stopped. Like people weren't willing to work with him because they looked at him as sort of like this bad boy or like a home wrecker or someone that had the heart or the chest or the gusto to go and openly date or sleep with, you know, a married woman. So the reason why he did the interview with Angela Yee in the first place was to sort of set the record straight. You get what I'm saying? So that people that had shut the door in his face prior when it came to business operations, girl, could really know the full story and know at least, you know, the part that he played in it. You get what I'm saying? So I was a little bit like, why did he do that initially? But then I was like, damn, that's smart. Because if the situation was taking food out of your mouth and the mouth of your kids that you're taking care of, I would want to do something about it. And I felt like this was a good way to go about it. You know, he did the interview. He probably did the interview, you guys, knowing that Jada would respond. Now, I'm sure he couldn't predict entanglements being a thing, but I'm sure he did the interview knowing that eventually Jada would have to respond, right? Red Table Talk happened. Who knows? The Entanglement song might have just been called something else. You get what I'm saying? And the melody and everything was right, and you know, it's just a couple switching of the lyrics, girl. I do it. Switch around a couple bars, and it's a whole different song. You get what I'm saying? So, I wonder, good PR move, or do y'all feel like he was being messy? Oiza is saying, Courtney, yes, his sister died of cancer. Before that, her husband died. So now he's in charge of her kids. 3 girls, I think. See, you got to think about the kids. You got to put the kids first. Wendy is saying, honestly, shout out to him getting to that bag. The Smiths will not lose anything. I agree. What I want to ask y'all is, do y'all think that August thought this through, right? Smiths are a very powerful family. I know that. You guys know that. I'll ask the question and then I'll give my thoughts. Do you guys think that the Smiths would stop August's bag? Like they could put in some sort of paperwork that could block the song from being streamed? Do you think that if they had the power to do that, that they would exercise that power? And if they did, would you guys be on board with that? I don't think that they would. I don't think that the Smiths are those kind of people. I don't think that it's become like a smearing thing. I think it's more August trying to capitalize off of something that at one point was taking money out of his pocket. That's how I look at it as. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think that the Smiths would ever stop his bag for being so vocal about this? Hyrulean is saying, I totally think he knew Jada would respond. It takes a pretty stand-up guy to take care of his sister's kids, though. I agree. He is uncle of the lifetime. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes you really got to do what you got to do. And I have to be honest, I know I wasn't really as invested into August Alsina until all of this stuff kind of came out, but now I want to go and listen to the project that he just dropped. The project that started all of this. Like, people don't even realize that he was dropping a project and then did an interview with Angela Yee, and the whole entire conversation, the focus when he walked away wound up being that he revealed that he was part of this entanglement, darling. Interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. Nicole is saying, you think Jada is still trying to creep? Here's what I think, Nicole. I do not think that Jada is still trying to creep, right? I think that, and this is just pure speculation, not confirmation. I think that the day that August woke up and realized that even though he can play a part, he can never replace Will in Jada's relationship. I think once he realized that, I think he may have, for a little while, committed to the idea of not burning the bridge, but just maybe trying to accept that that will probably never happen again. Because think about how embarrassing, one, that would be for Will, right? So if I were Will and we even had an open marriage, because I feel like the only reason maybe we got a red table talk was because Jada's side was exposed and revealed. You get what I'm saying? It wasn't like Jada revealed what she did with August and then Will said, and you know what, it's fine because I was over in San Tropez with blah, 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 blah. You get what I'm saying? I really, truly think that's donezo, y'all. Shout out to Kristen Cavallari. I truly think that it's donezo for that. Jada could have any young, hot man with a big, slim gym out in Hollywood. She chose August Alsina. In my opinion, he should have kept his mouth shut. And he didn't. So now, girl, run along, little doggy. And it's a good thing for him. I think it's good for both parties. I think that the Smiths coming out and in a way sort of normalizing what is being perceived to be unconventional boundaries in a relationship, I think that that's good for people to see because they're so beloved. And I also kind of like that at least for 15 minutes or longer, August gets a shock to the heart of his career for at least 15 minutes or more. You get what I'm saying? Now he's got to take that entanglement shit and flip that. You got to flip that like 30 times over because you already know the internet is just waiting for 3 weeks to go by. Girl, 1 week to go by. Because let's keep it real, you guys. We're all about entanglements now. But the second we find out why Tory Lanez shot Megan Thee Stallion, this will be, girl, we won't even be paying this shit no mind. Because I need to know why Megan Thee Stallion caught bullets in her foot. I need to know why my sis was bleeding all over the ground. So, August, all I gotta say to you is good luck. Don't fuck it up. You know how RuPaul say. But yeah, you guys, that was the show already. The show was already damn over, y'all. Hour and 15 minutes. I'm like your favorite movie. You know what I'm saying? What did you guys think? We got into a lot of stuff today. A lot of stuff going on. I really want to say, once again, shout out to Naya Rivera, shout out to August Alsina and the kids that he's taking care of. I want to say shout out to Tinashe, all of those artists that are out there working hard and doing what they got to do. Shout out to them, because you know I love celebrities, I love pop culture, and I love music especially. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me, another Kiki. As you guys know, I go live every single Sunday at 12:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Make sure on your way out that you give this video a thumbs up. If you're new and you're still like, who is this? You might as well subscribe and just see if you want to watch next Sunday, because you know it's going to be fun. Grab some merch before you go, and I'll see you next Saturday for Club Courtney, of course. And as always, let me grab a magnifying glass. Don't you forget that the world keeps spinning, and so shall you. And wash your hands, face mask coming soon. Y'all, listen, I got them designs. They get ready, get your coins together for that. But I'll see you guys tomorrow at Holly Scoop for the morning tea, and I'll see you guys next Sunday unless something drastic happens and I have to go live. All right, you guys. See you.